Hey guys, and welcome to episode 4, part 2 of the behind the scenes series that I'm doing on the redstone of the parkour map that I made with a buddy of mine. So, this is probably going to be the hardest thing to explain that exists in the universe, but I'm going to try it for you guys. So, okay, let's start it. This redstone patch, like you see with the sandstone, is probably the hardest thing I've ever invented myself. I'm really proud of it, if I say so myself, but I really like it. So, what we have here, it all starts right here. These redstone blocks, you see, it's a clock. So, we have a redstone comparison, nope, a command block right here, which creates the really fast clocks that I mentioned a lot now. And it triggers this one. It is also a test for all the players in a certain area, which this area is. I'm going to fly over there. This is mainly this block right here. So you have this block. You see, if I'm near this block, all the things get triggered. So if I'm in the certain area of here, or I also set 1 because you saw there were 2. I also set a mark here with an area of 6. So this whole area is marked with testing for a player if you stand there or not, so it triggers it or not. So if it does trigger it, imagine there's a player in the area, so this comparators will be triggered, which will trigger these repeaters, which will trigger the redstone. Oh my god. So in this case, you see it runs straight into the repeater and into the piston, so it triggers all these. But in this case here, I inverted the signal by running it into a redstone block. So if it's off, this torch will be on. But if this is on, the torch will be off, which will retract the piston. But the reason that it is out now, like there's a redstone block inside of these thingies. The reason for that is these, all 4 of them, replaces a certain block with air. I don't know which one is which, but at a certain coordinates, like you can see here, it fills it with air. So all 4 of them are air, like you've seen. So I think it's like this one is with air, and like between that is with air, between this and at the start of this. So I'm going to go over all it. I'm going to go over over everything, guys, and then I'm going to recap so you guys probably will understand a bit. So I'm just going to tell you everything and then do a recap, because probably now it's just all Chinese for you, but because I know how it works, it's pretty simple for me. But so these, you have to remember, these all fill in like replace a block with air. So but imagine this is triggered, so this piston gets pulled out and nothing is replaced with air. These guys will place stone and a redstone block at a certain place. So you see Minecraft redstone block. This is probably for this one. So it places a redstone block here, and it also places a stone block between those. So if the stone block is here, it triggers those two. And also the same, you have 4 ones. You have another stone one. Oh, it's probably that one. You have another stone one, and you have another redstone one. So again, redstone block here to trigger this whole line, and a stone block here to trigger those two. Okay, so what happens? This goes out. It places the redstone block and the stone block. Okay, so the redstone block gets placed here, and what it does, it starts running through this whole line of command blocks. This first one is just a set block at a certain coordinates for a redstone block, and this one just is like this each command block is another redstone block next to each other behind these pistons. So you see there are pistons here, and you see like the redstone blocks are being placed one at a time, and this is just that line. Well, the power going through that line. So okay, if it hits the end of the line, you see it sets a certain block with air. That is the redstone block right here. It replaces that with air, so the redstone signal is not constant. So it removes it and it ends, it dies. It also sets a redstone block at the beginning of the second line. So this line and this line are together, and this line and this little line are also together. So it places the redstone block here. What it also does, I'm not sure actually what it also does. Oh yeah, this is just set blocks a redstone block. This is just the redstone block for the pistons upstairs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it fills it with air in the beginning, and it places a redstone block at the beginning of the other line. What the other line is just the same coordinates but with air. So the redstone block gets placed, and then it goes through a whole line, and then it goes through here, and every same block is just replaced with air. This is what this does. And then if it hits the end, if you guys remember, there is a stone block placed. When these guys are triggered, there is a stone block placed between those. So if the stone block is here, these two are also triggered. So that's why I have to remove it also. But what these guys are, set blocks, a Minecraft thingy with air. That is probably, I have actually no idea what that does with the air. I think it's also that one. I'm not sure. That's probably a little bit of a mistake for me. But what it also does, it sets a oh no. What I'm saying is, this sets a block of air right here to remove this guy, so it shuts down its own power, and also it places a redstone block at the beginning of the first line. So if you guys see it, you have a block placed by this guy. Just once there's a block placed. The redstone starts, it removes its own redstone block, but it places one at the beginning. But also, when this guy is placed, this redstone block is placed here, at the same time there is a stone block placed between those. If those are triggered, it removes this block, so it can be filled with by a redstone block that's over there. And it also sets a redstone block here, because it's not a problem, because this guy set a redstone block here and this guy also, but at the same time, so there's not like a double block or something. So that's cool. But see, now you know kind of how it works in a loop. So redstone block placed, goes through all it, deletes itself, places a redstone block there. Redstone goes through it, hits the block at the end, removes itself, places a block at the first one, and so it goes constantly in a loop, back and forth. So placing blocks, redstone blocks, and deleting them. And why do I have this thing in the end? So this always, if there isn't a player, this gets powered, and every redstone block that is and every redstone block and every stone block that shouldn't be there to like overflow the system or like make it crash, it will get deleted. So this one is always deleted. It makes sure it's deleted, and also this one is always deleted, the stone block, because that's very, very important. And then, so yeah, guys, that was just pretty much it, because these two lines just do the same thing. Like, these two lines just constantly work in a loop, because if you see, if you just watch it, you have 5 blocks on the right and 5 blocks on the left, which you can see move in a different pattern. So you have the filling in and filling out back again, and you have like the going out and retracting all at one time. So that's why there are 2 different lines. See, now you just saw the system working. Like, see how the system is working? It goes back and forward. It places this one there. Okay, that's good. That's good that it works. So if I just stand here and then I go away, it should stop finally. Yeah, there we go. So that concludes part 2 of episode 4. I think I probably will not be clear on this redstone explanation, because it's the hardest thing to build it. It took like 4 hours, maybe 8 hours to just fucking build it. So it's even harder to explain to a guy who's probably not that into redstone or like command blocks. So guys, excuse me if you didn't understand a thing of this, but I really did my best to explain it for you. Guys, if you did like it, give it a thumbs up. And also, if you missed part 1, go check it out. And if you missed any other episodes before this on this series, you should go check it out. Also, links are in the description. But guys, if you're down there, don't forget to subscribe, and also share it with your friends. It would really mean the world to me if you share it with your friends. But guys, for this time, I'm signing out. Bye!